welcome back, Hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. So now that we've cleared through Title Update 3, and it's probably going to be a little while before we'll see Title Update 4, I'm going to go back into trying to do a few build videos and that, and see what I can come up with. What I want to work at doing today for the first one is going to make more specialized of a build. Like, let me first get rid of all the decorations. Yeah, remove everything there. So I want to try to make a rapid-fire elemental piercing build that you'll swap the bowgun out for whichever element you're trying to make. So for that, I want to make sure I have something that has the elemental exploit to it. So I'm looking at either... Well, you know what I should probably start with is the most essential skill, and that is actually going to be from the Archfiend armor, which is the Dereliction. When it comes to elemental builds, it seems like Dereliction is a necessity to have at least one piece of that. It might be able to get away with others because you don't really get to see much more information about exactly how much there is, but we'll just build for full Dereliction there, so I still have some pieces to work around with. Now, another essential one is basically the spare shot skill, but we can get that with the Risen Kushala here. And then for the legs, I'm trying to think of what else we want. Oh, actually, I do also need the head, but that I'll probably choose for Chaotic Gore because it does have Element Exploit level 1. Element Exploit 1 is probably the most... It's a very helpful one to have, but as you can see, it's not super worth it to try getting all 3 levels in because you're only getting 15% compared to a 10% of level 1, so it's good just to try to get 1 level in. At least I would think so. So that leaves us, I think it's just the waist we have to do something about. So what would be a good one there? Resentment might not actually be bad, because as long as you have a little bit of a red bit in your gauge, you're going to have an attack boost. So you can see it can go up to 25. But there is another element exploit, but the other two... okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out here. It might not be bad to go for that. What does that have? Oh, that does... Okay, so I could do that, or... I might actually go for what I had down here. Was that Risen Kushala or Chaotic Gore? I think I'll go for Chaotic... Well, Critical Eye might not be... See, this is where I'm kind of stuck and I'm trying to figure it out. Because on the one hand, I could switch out the... It does have attack boost in there, and that has attack boost. Maybe I'll leave what is there. I don't think I have that much built towards resentment. Actually, I don't think I have anything at all, so I don't know if... You know what? No, let's build for resentment, just to try. Okay, and then... I'm going to be going after Mizutsune this episode, and I'm pretty sure that needs a Thunder level 5, or its weakest to Thunder is its element. Let me just go down. Yeah, it is Thunder. Okay, well, Thunder and Dragon, but of course Dragon is a very weird one to build with, as we've already done in the series. So I'm just going to swap this out for Narwa's Light Bowgun, because that is probably the best Thunder Light Bowgun to use right now. Because it offers a rapid fire of both the Piercing Thunder, which is kind of the ammo type we're trying as Piercing Elemental build, but also has the Thunder Rapid Fire, which is just a nice one to have added on as well. Okay, so if I take a look at the status, we have level 4 Resentment, level 3 Dereliction. We still need a few things added in, specifically. And this is one we'll change out, because we'll probably want Thunder Attack in this. So let me see where that is. Oh, there it is, down there. Now, I did get pretty lucky with one of these talismans right there. Level 2 and level 3 recoil down. Oh, actually, this might be a better one to... This could be better, because the Evade Extender 2 means I have another 4 slot freed up. Because there are certain skills that I would say are essential to have, and as a gunner, you want at least 2 levels of Evade Extension. As for the light bowgun, any slots to it, I'm only going to put something into the Rampage slot. Because if I'm trying to make this a multi-element build, the light bowgun, I can't really use the slots unless it's at the very end, or if I switch out light bowguns, the slots will be varying a bit, so some will work, some won't work the same. I have to basically try to keep it in the armor and the talisman, more so. Actually, that makes me wonder, I wonder if I can find a better evade extender one. Because if I'm trying to, again, follow along with that line of thinking, the thunder attack is going to be useless on certain ones. Like, there's a 2 with that blight. There's a 2 with near plugs. 2 with punishing draw. Okay. That might not actually be bad there. Evade 2 with a recoil down, so I could use 1 slots towards the elemental stuff. But I'd like to try to find a 2. Yeah, there's a 2 and a 1. That might be my best one right there. An evade extender 2 with Divine Blessing. Oh, actually I got 2 of the very same. And I'm surprised I was able... Oh, Counter-Strike or Resentment? No, that doesn't have 2 to it. That only has 1. That has 2... Ooh, actually... This one may be the best, because it does have a 3 and a 2 there. And that could be pretty nice to build around and help us out for what we're trying for. Okay, so I don't need any more evade extenders, but I do need to make sure we can get the rapid fire all slotted in. Which, good news, we were able to get that pretty nice and easily. I even have another slot there. Okay. So that's done. Now we need to make sure we have the thrift up, because if we don't have spare shot, our ammo is going to go super quick. So there's that added in to help with that. Now, what other skills do we want to work at? I do have the critical element of 2, so I might as well slot that in, because that can help while it's able to do that. I might want to go for the chain, because I think with rapid fire, chain will be pretty handy. But here... Yeah, oh, this is actually a really good talisman, because I can... There's already the full elemental attack. And I can get resentment in on this. Now... Element plus 5, I think that's each time. Although... see, what's a little bit odd is... The only thing that seems to increase is the stat boost, but I don't know what the stat is you're getting. So, I mean, let me take that off and see, because I know one other thing that I should maybe try building in is getting, say, the Tenderizer skill. Because if we have critical element, that will proc with that, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, from what I've already used up, although I can take chain off to get that in. Yeah, so we'll do that there. Actually, you know what? Because I have so many level 1s... Oh, hang on, no, I gotta do the absorbers and the, quick loads. Yeah, so I better just keep this as is. And I can't remember if I do have a quick load. I'll check with Manale right now, see if there is like a 4-slot quick load. Okay, let's see. Nothing there about it. Nothing in there for one. I do still have some decorations to open up once I get like further into the... what am I trying to think of saying? The Anomaly Investigations, because I haven't gotten over the 100 rank, and then there's new materials that you can get in there for it, and those, I think, open up more ones you can use. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I have any access to anything like that yet. I'll just take a moment here. There we go. Okay, so I've got basically one more 4-slot to work off of. Trying to think of what would be... I mean, I could try going for hard sniper, but I don't think that will really add much. I don't need any more of those. It might even be we'll just add the chain on there and use that. I'm going to leave that open again just to show off, like, it is extra. We could add anything in there, so we'll keep it open just to say. But let me register the loadout here. And let me rename this quickly. Okay, so we'll do... Oh, caps lock was still on, my bad. Pierce, element, rapid fire, thunder. Sure. That'll do. Yeah, so this set... Oh, actually, I need to change up a little bit of the switch skills. Change that elemental reload. I don't know if critical firepower actually affects elemental shots. I'll leave it on just in case it does. But let me register this again because the switch skills do register with this. So, elemental reload is a big one to make sure we've got ready. We have Thunder Attack 5, Resentment 4, Critical Eye, Weakness Exploit, Critical Element. Everything is in there. I do have a couple of augments on the armor, which is allowing that, because like the Archfiend has a critical element to it there, and this one has another 1 slot on it. So it's nothing that's too hard to get. The only thing that's probably might be a little bit different or difficult is getting the critical element on this, but it's hard to say how much critical element will help or hinder or affect it. But we'll take this out for Mizutsune hunt. Might as well buy those. Yeah, I need to make sure you bring Pierce 1s, because you need to use the Pierce 1s for making more Pierce elemental shots. Sometimes I forget that, and I have to make a run back to camp. There's our Thunder, there's our Piercing Thunder, and I think that's all we'll really... I guess we'll pick Paralysis up too. Okay, there's that done. And now we'll just grab something else from here. A nice thing that came with Title Update 3 is actually when you're going to, like, trade... Or when you're talking to... What is his name? I think it's Nagi? The little feline that's right here that handles your buddies. If you, like, go to trade goods with, like, Rondine stuff in the Argosy, they actually added the Fire Herb, Flow Fern, Snow Herb, and Thunderbug, and I think even Dragonfell Berries, into, like, trading in Kimura points for them. So it's not too bad that you have to, like, keep the farm set for those elemental things as a light bowgunner. Yeah, we're going to go after a level 85 Mizutsune. We will bring... I like bringing Fiorane and Rondine with me, because these two are pretty handy to have in hunts. They're both pretty good supports, and I think Fiorane has a paralysis weapon that she uses for whatever her default is. But we'll bring those two along. We've got our buddies with us. Let's embark. And we'll see how this goes. I'm trying to get a Mizutsune mantle because there's... The game is actually pretty good that there is, I think, a vanilla weapon for all the piercing elementals that do have a Rampage 3 slot already built into them. Like, Narwa's has one. I know Astalos's, I think, has one as well, but Narwa's, you just get the extra Thunder Rapid Fire, which is pretty nice. I'm trying to think of what else. Luna Garon's is a good ice one that has the Piercing Rapid Fire. Or Piercing Ice Rapid Fire. Magma Almudron's is Piercing Fire Rapid Fire. Volstrax's actually has both for Dragon, which, I mean, it's nice to know there is one, even if we don't use it that frequently, or it's really hard to use or have a good amount for it. At least not without going back to base camp and restocking very often. I'm trying to think of what else. Did I miss an element? Mizutsune Water, Magma Almudron Fire, Lunagaron Ice, Narwa Thunder. No, that's the 4 basic ones. All those have a Rampage slot, 3 decoration slot to them, which will let you slot in the Elembane. And then I think if you do have to go after a monster that doesn't have really good elemental weakness, it's recommended to use the Kushala de Aura's Rampage gem. That one will help, and I think it boosts your affinity? It's kind of like a chain effect, I believe, or like the burst skill is. Oh, no, I forgot a health one back there. Thank you. And let me heal up and keep on going. I mean, no matter how many times I do go hunting in Rise and Sunbreak, I still wish that there was something that way it wasn't every single time you have to go collect the Spear of Birds. The novelty can wear off pretty quick, and it makes you kind of... Again, it's not like it's really terrible, but it's just that it's something always you have to do unless you are really good with your health and you can manage it against the anomaly monsters. I'll snag the blast toad, not that I'll use it. Yeah, new investigation. Let's just hit these. Snag those. Okay, there we go. Oh, hang on, was there? Yeah, just because I'm trying to get my level up, I think snagging all the resources we can will help. That, and it opens up more anomaly monsters to help farm up materials through that. Not that I'm actually trying to go for any of those really that much. I still need to get a Mizutsune mantle. Will I see it? I don't know. There's been a little bit like weird luck as I've done the recordings, where it seems like the rare materials drop for me most often when I'm doing a recording for you guys. So, I mean, if it happens, I'll happily take it. If not, it's no big deal. We gotta show this fight off. But probably for build videos, I'll see about doing either anomaly hunts to help the research keep going up, or if there's specific monsters you'd like me to try making builds for, I can do that. I should also try expanding into going after monsters with more weapons, too. It's just because I'm a light bowgun main, I've always stuck around with making builds for it. And truthfully, I know dereliction is an important one, but I don't know, like, the exact numbers of... Like, if it'd be better just to add one slot of it in and then something completely different for the gloves to boost other skills. But we'll just see how we do with a level 3 of it. There we go. And let's go engage Mizutsune. You know what? I did say I wanted to make this a piercing elemental, so I'm going to see how long it takes to just build off of this. Yeah, that's one thing about not having the full quick load, is that I gotta be very careful on that. Oh. And then when it does go into, like, the anomaly state here, you can go after, like, the little anomaly cores on the monster, although the only thing, like, requirement to get it out of its, like, burst is just doing enough damage, so don't feel like you are pressured into having to break the cores. It's just that they help... Yeah, see, that's where I'm going to get in trouble. The reload's going to take quite a while to go through. Yeah, far enough away. Yeah, when you're using elemental reload, the quick load skill becomes so much more useful and helpful. And that's helpful too. God, like how slow that is that's going to be our primary ammo type. Yeah, I wasn't able to get enough damage to break the burst. Ooh, out of the way of that. I think kind of like how the two elemental ammos kind of work is you're going to get less ammo for the piercing elemental, but you're going to have probably the same amount of damage really put out between the, like the two types. Oop, gotta be careful. Like, Piercing Elemental does proc off quite a good bit of damage for each shot going through. But the thing is, when you go to combine more ammo, it takes twice as much combination materials than the regular elemental shots do. Oh, perfect. They got the paralysis off. And lets us just shoot right down the middle there. Oh, somebody knocked it over. Okay, well, we'll use a little bit of Wyvern Riding to help us here. Oh, everybody's here to say hi. Okay, let me see if I can do this right. I might be able to get both Wyvern Rides off against Mizitsune right here. Okay, we'll see if Puke stays in the area, because if it does, I think I can get the next Wyvern Ride off with just a well-placed Silkbind Glide here. Yeah, perfect. And now we switch over to you. There we go. Yeah, this is very helpful to get against the Anomaly monsters. They just have so much health to them. The Wyvern Rides really help slim down just how long it takes to deal with them. And look at all the shinies! Okay. I'll just keep working shots in. Yeah, it was kind of a whip on both of our parts. Both Mizitsune and I didn't really connect there. But, like, one of the good ways to quick load the weapon is not that. I was going to say, is to actually use the wire bug to shoot yourself in the air and then just do a melee attack. Because that's going to let you reload. Like, I'll probably pull it off in just a moment here. Yeah, like, okay, so there's prime example. Up. No, that's not what I meant to do. It's supposed to be up like that, and then just an attack, and that'll reload you much faster than just on the ground. Yeah, I didn't get lucky with any mantles from that. But we'll make use of the natural healing here to keep our stuff, and keep at it. And snag that. There we go. Now, how effective this build is, I truly don't know. Again, as I mentioned before I was going to start these series, these weren't really going to be like trying to chase metas or go for maximum output. They're going to be things, we can do them, so we're going to. Whether we should or not, probably not. Like, if I go to craft now, and I do the thunder, that uses up all of our thunder bugs, where if we were just making the regular elemental ammo, that would still leave us with 5 thunder bugs to make another run of the 60 thunder. Oof, that could have been pretty bad. Okay, that's why they're not here helping. There's a trap down. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get a really good angle. Okay, there we go. Now that's out. Well, I was going to say I could get a good angle, but... Ooh, you are a slippery, slidey one, aren't you? Yeah, I haven't been able to break... Well, I was able to break the Anomaly burst once. But that was because I was wyvern riding the two monsters to help with getting the output. Oh, there we go. And actually, this is even a good way to get a reload in as well. Just a little boom like that, and we're all set. Okay, I think it's going to be... Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to heal up myself and let it do its little spin. Ooh. Oh, another shiny I'll just quickly snag. Yeah, just a wyvern tier. Oh, actually, that is something I forgot to comment too, is if you do go up against one of these Anomaly monsters and they get the burst off, it seems like the damage kind of carries over to the next time they go into that mode, so it's easier to break it if you get subsequent failings. Ow. There we go, that was just like the aerial reload. Oh! We're going to get another wyvern ride off. Another reason why when you're playing solo, again, there's like no reason not to bring followers out with you. Oh, and there's Mizitsune just hit its limping point. If we didn't have the multiple wyvern rides we got, I think we probably would have been going into the thunder ammo. I think quite a few of the monsters, as they get up in the Anomaly ranks, if you are like bow gunning, you're going to have a backup ammo type you'll want to be using. There we go. But yeah, the piercing elemental ammo, it's good for like going through damage quicker. There is some utility in just like the regular elemental ammo, because again, I really like the Royal Order light bowgun, but I do think if we get something that lets you like rapid fire all 4 elemental piercing ammos, that would probably be a build I'd love to try kind of taking out and seeing how I can make use of it. Because, I mean, I got the Royal Order light bowgun to a nice little sort of build there that you can use all ammo types with all 5 elemental attacks up, but I wonder if I should try doing that with Dereliction. Again, there's people who are far smarter than me are probably going to have super builds that they've created that blow mine completely out of the water for times. But we still got this down in about 15 minutes or so. Actually, how long was it? 15:08. Not too shabby, I don't think.
Hunting is quite the adventure.
Let's see if we got anything good in the rewards. Probably not. Water orb. I get a lot of the water orbs, but not actually what I need. And then a few dire scale pluses, or dire scales that'll be helpful. And oh, that's a lot actually opened up. Yeah, so I'm only at level 85. I've got a ways to go. And somewhere in there's Mizitsune. Between the thunder, the effects, and that, there's the monster there. But that was just this build. I do have another build I want to kind of try out. I don't know if I'll go for an anomaly monster or not with it, because it's a little bit of a... I'll admit it's not very good, but if you could, like, practice with it, it might just be a fun one that keeps you pretty dynamic, and it's kind of like... It uses the adrenaline rush skill, which is kind of like a... As you dodge through an attack at the right time, you'll get a supposed attack boost. But that I'll worry about next episode. For now, though, I think we are good to end this episode of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave them comments right down below. And if you have any ideas of a certain build type I should try going for, certain monsters you'd like to see hunted more, be sure to let me know in the comments. I want to keep Sunbreak going for a little while, but I do have to admit there probably will be a little hiatus until... Like, at a certain point until we do see Title Update 4. Just because I don't know how much of this, or how much Monster Hunter Rise you guys would like to keep seeing. You just let me know in the comments. But for now, we are good to wrap things up, so please remember, as always, hunters and survivors, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.